Fairlife project located east of Kingsborough Road. Applicant Fairlife Incorporated is requesting sketch plan review associated with the construction of an approximately 750,000 square foot dairy processing facility on the combination of portions of 5 lots totaling approximately 106 acres, located in an industrial district under section 269-5 of the Code of the Town of Webster.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Webster so far.
Thank you. I just wondered if I could maybe give us a brief overview of the organisation and who we are, if that works for you. My name is Darren Ward. I'm the lead engineer for Fairlife, so I'll be leading this project from start to finish. With me is Joshua Hoff. He's the lead civil engineer represented by Haskell. Fairlife's obviously extremely excited to begin this planning process for our new production facility. We started our business way back 2012, but we predominantly make ultra-filtered milk. We also produce core power, which is a protein shake, and nutritional plan, which is a replacement shake, milk replacement shake. In 2020, we were acquired by the Coca-Cola company. It's our intent to bring 250 jobs, at least, locally to Webster. It's a $650 million investment for us, obviously pending diligence and approvals. As you mentioned, it's a 750,000 square foot facility, predominantly made up of the milk receiving and the processing, and then obviously the production area and the warehouse. When we're fully built out, we expect to process around 5 million pounds of raw milk per day, which is exciting for obviously upstate New York farmers. We're excited to put our roots here in Webster and start to work with the community. Recently we met our neighbours and some of the Webster community, really to give an overview of the plan, but more importantly, to listen. And we've already taken some of that feedback as we start to plan this building and to continue to be a good neighbour and listen to the community. So we look forward to presenting our side with Josh, and obviously our job here is to listen to feedback and answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Joshua, as David said. I'm a civil engineer at Haskell, and I'm just going to walk you through the site, answer any questions you guys have. We appreciate the questions you guys have already sent to us. I'll kind of explain some of those and hopefully address those. So, I apologize, it's a little hard to see here, but I'll try and use the laser. So as we said, it is a 750,000 square foot building.
Excuse me, just a second. Just because you're going to be facing quite a bit, just take that mic right out of there. That way you've got it right with you.
Is that better?
No. Doesn't sound like it.
How about now?
No.
There.
It's on, but it's not very loud. I'll try and speak really loud. Hopefully that'll help. So it is a 750,000 square foot building. We do have 2 entrances, one auto and one truck. So the auto entrance is going to come off the basket, off the existing drive that serves there's a gym and an existing facility here. The auto will come in through a secure guardhouse. There'll be 2 lanes in, 2 lanes out, down to our auto parking lot. The truck entrance will be off the T-board, so that will come in here. We intentionally, as you can see, we kind of wrapped around the property, and the reason for that is we wanted to make sure that there was enough queuing. So in this location here, and hopefully you can see a little better on your drawings, we have enough queuing for 15 trucks. They'll then go through a secure guardhouse. They'll go into what we call the scale building. So that's where they actually will be weighing the trucks, so that's all internal inside a building. The milk trucks will then come up around to this part of the building right here, which is the milk receiving. And the trucks will go into this part of the building. All of the milk receiving is done inside. And once they are complete, they'll drive through the building and come back around. So as far as milk trucks go, they will go in a forward motion the entire way. So they'll come in, go through the guardhouse, through the scale, through the milk receiving, and then back out. So there's no backing up of those trucks. And we also intentionally put this area right here as far away from the residential as we could. That's where the trucks will be stopping and waiting to be received at the guardhouse. So we tried to pull that away as far as we could away from the residential on this eastern side. Finished good trucks will follow a similar route. So they'll come in off of Tibor, they'll come down through the guardhouse, they'll bypass the scale, and they'll come up into this area here where our finished goods will be received, or it will be coming out of the facility, and then they'll come back and out. So that kind of gives you just a real high-level view of what we're doing. A couple of things to point out is the green on the side here. This is a berm that we're putting in. This is a 6 to 8 foot high berm. And then on top of that, we're wanting to put a concrete or precast concrete fence. The height of that will vary just depending on our sound study that's currently going on. So right now we're saying about 8 feet, but that could go up a little bit depending what the sound study results come back with. So we're trying to be the best neighbor that we can to the residential that's to the east. So that's a really high level. Is there any questions you guys might have?
I've got one question, it's a little off base here, but how many gallons of milk a day you say?
5 million.
5 million. Where do you get the cows? Where's the milk? How many?
Upstate New
I
York.
guess what I'm asking is, have you already approached some of the farmers?
Yeah, obviously we've been to many states and looked at many, probably 40 sites in all before we selected Webster. And we've done a lot of due diligence with our milk supply, working with upstate New York farmers.
I used to be a county legislator, and I got really involved in the dairy industry in this area. And I'm going to tell you something, this is the best thing that could ever happen to them. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, there's a dairy farmer right down the street from my house on County Line Road. There's a couple over there.
There's a lot of agriculture from upstate New York.
I find it somewhat ironic that we're talking about an operation that you folks were in conversations for about 10 months, nobody knew about it except a handful. And here we are tonight talking about it. And then what happens also to be D-Day today, which was one of the biggest secrets in the Second World War. I think you guys topped D-Day when it came to the ability to keep this secret.
You're going to, what do you need, just the variances just for the height of the silo areas? Is that it?
So we're going for 2 variances. One will be for the height of the silo and the ASRS building. So the silos are here by milk receiving, and then the ASRS section of the building is here. And that is the first variance. The second variance is for the fence on this east side.
Okay.
So the code it's a little gray, but it states that you can't put a fence within a buffer yard. But we want to put that fence on top of the berm so that we can get the most height out of it, so that we can do the most screening and make sure that we block the sound and light. So the variance is for the height of the building and then also putting the fence within the buffer yard.
I believe at the PRC meeting, I recommended that side of the fence to go on the top of it, not on top of the berm. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's very good.
Yeah, otherwise it would have to be back 100 feet and then you lose the value of it.
Yeah, serve no purpose really then. Okay.
Are there PRC comments that we should go
We
through?
can do that.
Do you have all of the PRC comments? I'm not sure that all of them have been addressed in this introduction. Maybe some of them have.
Yeah, I don't have them right in front of me, but I can walk through a couple of them that we are aware of. So one of the comments was in question about this road that connects from the auto entrance back to the truck area. That's this road right here. And the sole purpose of that is for fire access. So that will not receive any auto traffic or truck traffic. It'll actually have a gate across it with a Knox lock that the fire department will have a key for. So if there ever is a fire event or emergency, the fire trucks can come in through the auto entrance and drive back to that area for access.
ask you a question. Are there any neighbors here? By chance? Neighbors in the area? Okay, you know what? This isn't a public hearing, so there's no feedback from the folks, but if there's a couple of you and you want to say something that might help us understand things better or whatever.
I'm just here to listen and see what's
Okay,
going
all
on.
right, that's fine. I just want to give the opportunity to let you say something if you wanted to comment on it. So, okay, all right, that's good. All right, we should do is probably, since you got to get the variances, what we should do is send a letter maybe to the zoning board. Three folks there,
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right? Recommending that they, I'm sure they're okay with it, but just let them know where we are with it too. We all in favor of that? All right, then we'll send a letter to the zoning board in regard to it, and that'll shorten up, they'll know where we stand right away. Anybody, any other questions? I guess you're gonna be adding on some roads through Bolter's property in there too? Coming across, tying in the Basket Road?
Yeah, so that'll be a city project, and I may have to lean on Josh on that, but that'll be city improvements that are taking place for the Boulder Expressway.
it's not part of this project at this time.
That's correct, it's not part of this project.
Time-wise, how long would you believe it would take to complete this entire project?
So the plan is to be in production in 2025, I believe.
Very end of 2025, and we'll start production.
Now you're gonna have to deal with seeker and environmental issues,
So,
and you're in gear with that now.
Yes, that's
To
correct.
me, right from the beginning with this thing, that was my biggest concern, was getting all these eggs in a basket, so to speak, so that it moves along quick, because that can be a lengthy thing otherwise, so I guess you guys are already at it, pretty hot and heavy.
Yeah, we're actively doing traffic studies, sound studies,
Okay.
phase 1 environmental, so
And
we're heavy into that.
who's gonna be the lead agency, town board, or are they taking it, or town board is? Town board is? Okay. All right. Okay, next meeting you come in, you'll be coming in for, can you get preliminary? Or they gotta do the assessment first?
Well, they're scheduled to appear before the ZBA next week for the
Yeah.
variances. They will likely come back to planning board for preliminary approval sometime in July or August, I believe is what we've identified.
Now, can we give preliminary without, I think we can give preliminary approval? prior to
Without the
having a
traffic
completion of
study?
seeker?
We should see.
You have to seeker first. So we'll have to have all that stuff done prior to giving the.
Yes, before the board makes any
I mean,
decision.
well, yeah, I'm sure your attorneys. All right, okay. All right, is anyone else wish to comment or anything that concerns on this?
The only concerns I've had from neighbors is light pollution. Concerns on
Lights?
coming off the facility.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna address all that,
Yeah.
right? And you're aware of it, so I think that was something that came up too. All right, okay, I guess we're good.